everyone, it's Tammy, and I think I'm going to show you a new technique I just learned myself. But look how cute this is. I made this color changing card. Isn't that awesome? This is a Lawn Fawn stamp set, and I also used a Lawn Fawn die set to make this magic slider card. And I just think it is so much fun, and I love that it's interactive, and it's just so cute. And this is obviously not my technique. You can look at Lawn Fawn and they have all sorts of instructions on how to do it. So I'm not going to do like a total instruction video, but I am going to use the Lawn Fawn. This is the year 7. I don't know what that means exactly, if they have one for every year, but this I thought was really cute, and I'm going to coordinate this with some Stampin' Up! Colors from the new In Colors. At least that's what I came up with in my head. So I already have a card base cut out of Whisper White, and then I have a Berry Burst piece of cardstock to go on top of that. And then I also have a piece of Lemon Lime Twist that I'm going to be using for the interactive portion of the card, and then some Whisper White. And I already went ahead and cut out a window sheet using this die cut that came in the kit. So the kit comes with everything you need to make the card. And I have, honestly, I made one of these a long time ago, maybe a few of these a long time ago, but they were such a pain in the rear end, honestly, to get everything cut correctly and all of that, and it took forever. It was a lot of fun, but it took a long time. So this one I thought was really neat, and it's already, I mean, it has everything made for you, so it's makes it a whole lot easier. So this is like the base of the whole thing, and you can see it has a little tab on it, and on the tab part, that's where you put whatever design you want to use. And there's 3 different ones you could use. You could use the heart, you could use the oval, or you could use the square. And I'm going to use, or the rectangle. I'm going to use the rectangle, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this out so you guys can see what I'm doing. And then we're also going to need to cut out some other things. So I'm leaving these out over here so that I can go ahead and cut those out as well. I will need to cut out the piñata and stuff, but I won't do that until I've stamped it. So I take my Big Shot. I put the color that I want my magic slider card to be, like the outside of it, the frame. I put that down. I put down this long sliding piece, or long, I don't know what you call it, the biggest piece in the set, and then you center up where you want your frame to be, and you put it in the side with the tab. So you can see there's a tab on one side and there's not one on the other side. I don't know if you can see that. There's a tab on one of the ends but not on the other end. So this little tab indicates that this is where you put the frame. And then if you wanted to put some post-it note, whatever, to make sure that it stuck exactly the way you wanted it, you can. I just like to live dangerously. I really don't know why I don't do it. I have tons of it. I even got some more at Joann's because it's like $1.99 for 2 rolls of it. I don't know why I don't do it. I just live dangerously for whatever reason. Now sometimes I go forward and backward. On this one, I'm not going forward and backward. I'm just going one way, and then I'm going to pull it out. So we have cut, this is the card frame, and we have this. This is actually extra. You don't need that for this particular card. And then this, I just tear these things off, and I'm going to use this for another portion. I will show you what. So now I'm finished with this piece. I'm going to put this piece back with my magnet so I won't lose it and I'll know where it is all the time. But I'm going to take this piece, which is my outer piece, and I'm going to put that right here. This is what keeps the slide out part in line. And it just makes like a field goal thing. Look at me using a sports reference. And then, I don't know, if this is big enough for you to keep for something, keep it in your scraps. If it's not, then toss it. I'm not really sure yet. I'll keep it just for now, just because it's one of the new in colors. And I don't have a ton of that paper yet. So then I also need from Whisper White, and you can see on this one, I used the same color for the frame that I used for my slidey thing. I think I'm going to use white for this one. I think that I would have done a better job had I used white, although, you know, you do you. So I'm going to do white for that. And then I also need to cut another piece of white out. Some of my white is kind of dirty, so I'm just moving it. If you can hear that, that's my dog. He has, I don't know what he has. It's either pneumonia or kennel cough. I don't know if it went into pneumonia or not, but he has had it for a little over a week now, and he is on medication, so he is getting better. He's on the road to recovery. He just still sounds awful. So then I'm done with these. So now I have a white sheet, a white square, and I also cut my window out of this one, my window sheet. It's exactly the same size. And then I have this in white now. And that is all that I need at the moment. I'm going to keep that white out, this Whisper White, because I need it to stamp my image. So I'm going to put all this stuff away. Pull out my die cuts. I just like to keep everything together, and if you wanted to use one of the other things, you certainly could. Like if you wanted to use an extra something to say pull or whatever, or the hello. Oh, whoops. Let me get him down there. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you kind of how this goes together. This is going to fold. This, we're not doing it yet because I want to get everything, all the pieces and parts together, is going to go right in here. And you light it, and they say that you want this to be the same color as this. You could do it in a different color, but you might be able to see it when you're, if you have the card at an angle when you're doing the slider. So they recommend that you do it the same color. And then this is going to be on the inside of the card. The window is going to be like that. And then this is going to slide in and out. There's a hole here. So when it's straight, you can't really see it, but this opens and this goes through it. And it's nice when you get this going, if you do it a few times, so that you know that this thing is working. I kind of just did this the last time, and then I'll do it again when I get the other thing in there, the little football thing. But that's going to be the slider part. Okay, so now what I need to do is do my stamping. And I said I was going to use this to stamp. That's not right. I'm using this to stamp and this to stamp. So if you have a MISTI, this would be the great time to use it. And I want to stamp some adhesive on that. It was making it to stand up. I want to stamp this right in the corner, and let's see. don't know if I want to put the sentiment in here. I'm just thinking is what I'm doing right now. And I'm going to put this around. I'll probably put that around again. Okay, I think I'll do it like that. I'm just making sure it's right in the corner so that I know exactly where to put my window sheet too. And I'm going to use, oh goodness, I think I'll use Stays On for the window sheet, and I'll use my Memento ink for the white so that I can color right on it. Perfect. And I don't want to move the, I might do another thing of the candies, but I don't want to move it quite yet because I want to make sure that I get this in the exact same spot. So I'm putting this down. Then I'm going to take my Stays On ink. And it seems like sometimes my Stays On ink I need to put on twice. So I'll just do that just to make sure I get it all good and crisp. Alrighty. Then I'm going to take the candies and I'm going to move them Yikes, it's sticking to my finger. I didn't want that to happen, but I'm going to take off my little piñata and I'm just going to put that in my cleaner. I'm going to try to wipe that away real quick because I messed up. Sometimes if you get to it fast enough, you can get it, even with the Stays On. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Crazy lady. Okay, then I'm going to ink this up and stamp it down. And ink it up again, and stamp it down. Then I'm going to take this out. I'm going to put this in. And I'm going to ink it up again and stamp it down. Now I'm going to put my inks away. Hi, baby. I know. So now I'm going to clean off my stamps. And I may stamp this candy stamp. I think I will. On the card base in just regular black ink. Just make some background paper. And I think that that will do it. And on this one, I'm thinking I don't have to stamp anymore because on the other one, I cut out like the shark's fins and stuff and put that on the outside. And then I used my die cuts for those. But I don't really need my die cuts for this one. See how I die cut those? I don't think I need to do my die cuts for this one. So I think that I'm just going to go with this. You guys know I'm crazy. I have to put everything away. And then this is going to go on top of here so you can see how I don't need the whole thing colored. Okay, so I'm going to be right back because I think my dog has to go potty. Alrighty, so now what we're going to do is color. And I'm going to color this piñata and the candy on this white sheet. And I'm going to use our in colors. And maybe I will use a blender pen. Let's see here. Where is my blender pen? I only have 6,000 pens in here. Well, that's not a blender pen. Blender pen. Both ends look about the same. I can't tell the difference between the pictures, so I'm assuming that they're the same. Okay, so I know that I want to use the lemon lime twist, and I know that I want to use the berry burst because those are the two colors that are in the card, so I have to use those two. And then I also might use this fresh fig, which I love this color, and this is powder pink, and this is tranquil tide. Yay, I'm making sure I have the colors down. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and color, I don't know, I think I'm going to do this one. And let's go ahead and do the I think I'll use the powder pink. And let's see, I think I'll do the fig down here, the tranquil tide on his nose. I think. Keep opening the wrong end. I'm not paying any attention. Okay, and then I'm going to take my blender pen I'm just blending in a little bit just to make it a little bit lighter in there. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this one. And then I'm going to take my different colors and make the candies different colors. And let's see. Now something else I'm going to do is take one of my colors. I might do the powder pink maybe. I don't know. I think I'll do the lemon lime twist. And I'm just going to rough up the edges a little bit here. Just like that. So now it's time to build our whole mechanism. I want this to go on top of this, so I'm going to take my ATG gun and I'm going to put that right down in the middle. And then I'm going to take my colored piece and I'm going to put that right down in the middle of my window wherever I want to be able to see my stuff. Just like that. I got him a little cockeyed, didn't I? But that's okay because he's straight on here. But then I need to make sure that I put this right on top so it matches exactly on top. Now, here's where you can either use this kind of tape, and you really need to be about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Or in my case, I think I'm going to try it with glue this time. I did it with tape last time, but I really think that glue will be even better for me. And I'm just going to take it and put it lightly on the edges of the window sheet. So this glue is going directly onto the window sheet. If you were doing the 1/8 inch tape, that would also go directly on the window sheet. Now you see I moved it a little bit and made it a little cockeyed. We don't want that. We want it to be exactly right. And then once you have it exactly right, close the top. So you just want to use a really thin line of the glue, and then now you see that the acetate sticks to the top of the window and this is sticking to the bottom of the window. Now me having this crooked may cause a little bit of a problem with this. I'm not sure. We'll find out together. this is going to be the part that pulls up and down. So I'm just working it a little bit. And then how they did it was they said to put it at the top and then take this and make this go all the way around the edge of it. Of course, not touching it, but around the edge of the card. So what they also used the 1/8 inch tape. I used the glue the last time, and I'm going to use the glue this time. I'm partial to glue than I am that tape stuff. I don't know exactly why. The glue is a little bit more forgiving. I guess maybe that's why. And I think it's a little more frugal to use glue. And I also just, I don't know, I like it better. So I'm just being real careful and making sure that it doesn't glue down the window, but it's at the very edge of all of this. And then you're going to want to put glue on this side as well of just that touchdown thing. And let me tell you, you don't need very much glue. Then you put that down. And I like quick drying glue that doesn't, oh, see how cute this is. Oh my goodness, that is so cute. I just somehow stuck it out the side. I need to be careful of that. So let me make sure that this is dry all the way. Because that shouldn't have happened. And then you can either glue this. I have the glue handy, so I'm just going to glue it. Or you could use your ATG gun and tape it. And I'm going to go ahead and put my needle back in the top because that is important. I know I have a stamp set that says like lift it, pull it, whatever. I need to find that for this because this is a fun interactive card. Then I'm just going to put this right in the middle. Just like that. And if you want to put hope your birthday is a smash, maybe you could do that on the inside of the card, which is what I think I'm going to do. Hope your birthday is a smash. And I'm going to do this in Berry Burst. Goodness, I can't open the card. Hope your birthday is a smash. And there we go. One completed, super cute, interactive card that I think anyone would love to receive, and I think it's awesome to give too. Isn't that awesome? So it's the Magic Slider card, and you can get all of this stuff from Fawn. I just went directly to their website. I think you need to play with it a little bit to make it real easy. I do like the white better than the blue that I did on the last one. so cool. All right, so there we go. Isn't that awesome? Yay! Okay, thanks guys. I hope that you like it. I hope that you try. I hope you, I mean, I know that you have to purchase stuff to do exactly what I did. You can do it without it. And I know that there are instructions online somewhere, but whew, I will say it's so much easier this way. And now that I have it, I'll never do it without it. Thanks guys. Bye-bye.